Hey guys, as I said in my previous video concerning Nedu and VDM, I said that he who brings in an infested firewood to his house has officially invited ants to his house. As you make your bed, so would you lie on it. I've been seeing on social media platforms people talking about Igbos. They want to make this thing an Igbo thing. That VDM is coming against Igbos. That VDM doesn't like Igbos. This is what Igbo people are saying. If you come to Nigeria, most tribalized ethnic nationality is the Igbo. But today, the current Igbo people, especially the youth, are now becoming tribalistic. What has Nedu's situation got to do with tribalism? Nedu made a huge mistake and VDM came after him. Why must we make it an Igbo thing? That VDM does not like Igbos, that VDM is anti-Igbos, that VDM doesn't do this, doesn't do that. Why are we becoming so unreasonable in the contemporary times? It was Nedu and Dee-One that started this fight. Nedu, being a moderator, invited somebody like Dee-One to his podcast, and the guy started talking rubbish about Agege. Now VDM now come after them, and people are now trying to blame VDM for what he did. They started this show of nonsense in a podcast that should have been used to propagate the issues concerning Nigeria. But they are busy engaging in gossip, engaging in one thing or the other. You knock somebody, not knock this person. Now, Nedu single-handedly brought shame to the podcast. I'm told that he has resigned. I saw some documents on social media platform that he has resigned. Resigning will not solve the problem. That podcast is going down. Because the live wire of that podcast is Nedu Wazobia. Whether he resigns or he does not resign is not the issue. The issue is the bad name has been triggered against the podcast. People will be afraid to appear in that kind of podcast because they don't know what will happen after which or thereafter. So that's why you have to be careful. If you're a public figure, you have to be careful what you say, what you do, and the people you relate with. By the way, why must Nedu force himself to become friend with VDM? VDM doesn't want the friendship. Why are you forcing yourself to be friend with VDM? You have your audience, you have your followers, you are doing well in your podcast. Why must you force yourself to become friend with VDM? Friendship has to be organic. You don't force yourself into somebody. If somebody doesn't want to go your separate ways, and VDM told him this on several occasions, Nedu was forcing himself to become VDM's friend. He went to the extent of revealing divulging secrets he had for himself to VDM, and VDM never revealed one to him. He was telling VDM every goddamn thing just to make him happy to become his friend. At the end of the day, it's the same information VDM has that he's using to fight Nedu. And I'm hearing that Nedu is distressed, that is depressed. That is not the issue. The issue is, what did you do with the words you have? When people come to your podcast, you have to keep their privacy, keep their information secret. You do not invade their privacy. At the end of the day, you are now regretting your actions. You are not a small boy. Nedu is not a small boy. If he were to be a small boy, I would say, okay, he did it out of exuberance. You are an adult. You are into, FM, what have you. You're FM personality. You should have known what you should have been saying and what you shouldn't say. Why must you reveal your secrets to people? When somebody comes to your podcast, you reveal the person's privacy to outsiders. You don't do that. And now they want to make it an Igbo thing. VDM does not like Igbos. VDM is this, VDM is that. Did VDM ask Nedu to reveal those information to him? It was Nedu that intentionally, out of his own volition, and told VDM all the secrets. And VDM never told him one. I keep saying it. If somebody wants to be your friend, let it be so. Don't force yourself on somebody to like you. VDM does not go to all these podcasts. VDM doesn't have friends. VDM stands on truth, equity, and transparency. This is what he's been doing. I did not know why people don't like him. A young guy in his 30s that is fighting against anomalies that are going in Nigeria, and people still don't like him. Is it because he called out Nedu? Is that why people are attacking him? Nedu caused the problem. I pity him. I'm sorry for what he's going through right now, but he is the cause of the whole problem. You don't reveal your information to people. Whether it is good or bad, keep it to yourself. If you want to solve your problems, you can meet a consultant, an expert, to seek redress or seek solutions to your problems. You don't tell people your secrets because you want to become a friend with somebody. And the person you are talking to is not even telling you his own secrets. So this is the rise and downfall of Honest Bunch podcast. Because if Nedu stops appearing in that podcast, it's going to die gradually. Because this is the face people want to see. Nedu is a comedian. He makes things funny. He's very hilarious. He's very funny. People want to see his face, the way he talks, his voice, blah, blah, blah. People want to see him. If he resigns, that will be the end of our podcast. My advice to Nedu is for him to apologize to Nigerians that he had erred, that he should be forgiven. That's the solution, not to resign. Resignation will not solve the problem. And let me tell my Igbo brothers and sisters, stop making this thing an Igbo thing. Stop being tribalistic. I want people that are detribalized. Let us not start putting on emotions and sentiments that VDM doesn't like Igbos. Can you prove it? VDM is fighting for the good of Nigeria. At his age, I have not seen any youth in Nigeria that is doing what VDM is doing. I've not seen. I do my own part in my own small way. But VDM is doing it in a large scale, trying to better the lives of Nigerians, trying to make you understand that it is the responsibility of the youth to start thinking in the right direction. Let the trajectory be of good, not of bad situations. So let's Igbo stop making this hula baloo that VDM attacks Igbos. VDM doesn't like Igbos. But when he attacks Yorubas, you keep quiet. When he even fights his Edo people, VDM starts on truth. I don't say any bad thing he's doing. Nedu, just apologize to Nigerians. Be strong, be bold, accept your mistakes, and turn a new leaf and begin to do what is right. And I do not want that deeone to be mentioning Peter Obi Kubana. That is derogatory. It's an insult for deeone to start dragging Peter Obi into his nonsense. Enough is enough. I stop here and you have a good day.